Hello, welcome to our channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome to the Dr. William B. Mount Show. You are the smartest audience in the world and the most productive. I appreciate each and every one of you. We put together a special production here because we want you to live a very, very long time. And the product you're about to hear about was tested with rats, and the average age went from 32 months to 62 months, almost doubling their age. So this product is, I can't believe the results of this product. My wife swears by it, and I'm beginning to swear by it. I take one of these tablets with a piece of bread because it's oil, and that's the way my body loves it. And my body just loves it. And I had about a dizzy spell for about a week. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I'm reading the literature about C60, and it says, well, if you have an ear infection, use C60. It gets rid of it. Duh. The brain cells didn't click, but they sure do click now. And so I've upped my use of C60 to get rid of this inner ear infection. So anyway, take it away, Fatty and Chad, or Chris, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Take it away. I'm excited about this product. Jane, you tell them what you're doing. I'll get out of your
Oh,
way.
no, you're fine. I am using the serum and I love, love, love it. I will not change. I will not. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's my bottle. I love it. It works fabulously.
But it's not just
But
that.
I mean,
You've
it's
got
like,
this eye stuff, and
well, I know, but it's kind of getting rid of the wrinkles.
yeah, she's getting wrinkle free.
Yeah,
The face is really soft now. It's like,
it's really
oh,
soft.
look at my face. Oh,
What's
look at my
nice when
head.
it says anti-aging and it actually works, huh?
Yeah, well, you get that all the time with products. And believe me, I've tried a lot of them. And this one really works. So I'm sold.
Yeah, this one works.
You guys did a goodie.
You can't believe the hundreds of products we've been through.
Yeah,
I
it's true.
mean,
Through the years.
when we've been looking, I started by curing tree diseases. Then we moved to cancer and Alzheimer's, whatever, autism, Alzheimer's. And then now we're looking at anti-aging, and this is the most scientifically researched product to reverse the aging process I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason those rats died is because, well, I don't know. I don't think it was age. I think if you have I don't think they feed those rats proper nutrition.
Well, I want to know, tell me in layman's, how does this work? Because it's so fascinating and because it does work. So then you want to know, well, how does it work?
I'll get a little science geeky on you, and
Are
then
you gonna get
Patty
geeky?
does an amazing job of like cleaning it up and um, kind of speaking differently than I tend to speak. So forgive me. Well, what we're really talking about is this molecule, right? This molecule called
Right.
ESS60, discovered in 1985. The scientists who discovered it won the Nobel Prize in 1996. I was actually at Rice University Monday and Tuesday of this week at the C60 at 40. So this molecule is now 40 years old, 40 years
Really?
since its
Yeah.
discovery. So absolutely amazing. I was there literally with the grad students, not the Nobel Prize winners, but the grad students who actually discovered the molecule. That's really exciting. I've been working with this molecule for 34 years at this point, so I was very excited to be there. Molecule, again, won the Nobel Prize. They thought it would be toxic. They put it in that study. The rats lived 90% longer than the control group. What we know from way back in the 90s when it was discovered that this molecule can hold up to 6 negatively charged particles. We also know from peer-reviewed published research that this molecule, ESS60, gets into the mitochondria. Now,
So it's
here's
so
where
small.
it's super small. In fact,
So it goes through the
one drop of our product has more than 400 times as many of these molecules as you have cells in your body. That's how
really.
small this molecule is. It's
Wow.
amazing. Gets into the mitochondria. So, background, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of every cell. Every cell in your body has between 50 and 5,000 mitochondria, except for your blood cells, which have zero, and your brain and neurons, which have 2 million. It is amazing how much energy our nervous system uses compared to the rest of us. So here's what we think is happening. Inside the mitochondria, it's the powerhouse of every cell. It's just like every other power source, there's a negative byproduct. You think about your car going down the road, it's got exhaust. You think about a power plant, it's got a smokestack. In the case of mitochondria, it's reactive oxygen species. Now, mitochondria have internal components to manage those reactive oxygen species, but when you stress your mitochondria, you start producing more of these reactive oxygen species than your mitochondria can handle. Now, these guys, I picture them like little bumper cars, right? Everything they bump into, they're causing rust, oxidative stress, oxidative damage, really inflammaging, right? This confluence of inflammation and aging. And like I said, internal, there are components to manage those reactive oxygen species. You stress them, they start producing more, and that's when the damage happens. And that's also when the magic happens with this molecule. Instead of those reactive oxygen species running around and doing damage, this ESS60 molecule holds on to them. So they can't run around like little bumper cars. And then when your mitochondria gets back to less stressed, it can manage those reactive oxygen species appropriately. And that's why we call this ESS60 molecule the boss, a buffering oxidative stress system. And I'll let Patty, but I'll wrap with this. So here's what we really described, right? Really simple terms. We believe we're reducing the negative impact of stressed mitochondria. And if you reduce the negative impact of stressed mitochondria, you should have what we have, which is head to toe testimonials.
Wow. Wow. So does the negative that attach to the cells, does that eliminate through the body to get rid of the?
We don't think so. We think this is just acting as a buffer, allowing your body the time to do its natural process, right? So when you stress your mitochondria, the components internal to the mitochondria get depleted and your body has to replenish them. And that replenish rate is slower than the rate at which the reactive oxygen species are getting produced. And that's where this guy, just imagine it a little bucket, right? You're throwing those reactive oxygen species inside the bucket. And then when your mitochondria gets back to the less stressed state, now those components manage those reactive oxygen species appropriately.
Now, I thought they left the body when you went to the toilet.
The buckyballs leave the body when you go to the toilet, not the reactive oxygen species. Like that's why it's a buffer, right? It's buffering the oxidative stress. It's not managing the oxidative stress.
So taking the C60, is it an accumulative positive effect? I mean, do they go out of the body or do they build up and so you get more and more help?
That's a great question. The literature suggests and our testimonials suggest that the body is excreted at about 10 days, that the body excretes it at about 10 days. So you can take more and accumulate more, and that same amount of the ESS60 molecule, by the way, we call it, so you understand our perspective, we think of C60 as an industrial application molecule, and there's peer-reviewed published research that proves improperly processed C60 is harmful. ESS60 is C60 that's been processed for people and pets.
ESS60. Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
Which stands for elemental safe spheres, right? And then 60 atoms, and the element is, of course, carbon.
Cool.
So
that's very interesting.
The simple version for your audience that doesn't know science is that you wake up in the morning, you open the lid, you put it on a spoon, and you put it in your mouth, and you benefit all day long. This is the easiest remedy of anything I've ever found, and I'm 72. So I've been around a while. I've tried a number of things like you guys have. And
Samesies here.
Are you the same age?
I'm 73.
Oh, well, a minute later.
Yeah.
But what's happening now is truly anti-aging products that work are extremely rare. And I love it when we get on the show. We don't do shows with people that haven't tried our products. And that has really surprised and ultimately impressed our influencers because we turn down shows if they didn't get their package and they haven't been on it for a week, because it makes all the difference in the world when your audience that loves and trusts you, they get to meet your wife, that's backstage. But when you are noticing a difference, they're going to be listening to you because they care about you. And they also watch your personality shift and evolve. I will say yesterday I did my monthly show with Alfred Lambermont Weber. He's 83. He just finished another book, but I wrote him early and I said, Alfred, do a shot of C60 Evo before our show. Just do it. I just want to see if there's a difference. And boy, oh boy, he didn't stutter at
Really?
all. And I have found, and he's really bright. But sometimes on the air he stutters. And I said, do a shot of Evo. And when the show was over, I said, my God, what a difference in you. And he said, I got to be honest, I'll never not do this again because it makes such an immediate difference. A lot of people, they'll take a pile of supplements every day, not even thinking
True.
that each bottle is 38, 48, $58. And then
Correct.
get a handful of them, you're spending quite a lot of money. I don't even take supplements hardly at all anymore. Once I started this on a spoon before noon, I cook with gas all day long. I just never get tired until 9:01, 9:02. It's like, watch out, Tim Birch. And I'm like,
Sounds like me. At 9 o'clock, done.
He's done.
yeah.
So if we take a couple of caplets, is that the same as taking a spoonful of it?
Well, the
Or do
right
we need more?
amount is actually 6 of those gel caps.
Ah,
And I know that can be a lot. So our recommendation for people, there's some people. I actually saw a guy the other day who was like describing how many he takes. He literally took a whole handful, like wedged them into his mouth and swallowed them with a sip of water. There's some people who can do that. I am not
I
that person.
can't.
So you might want to break that up into, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, or just whatever. But that is, if you're trying to get to the 1 teaspoon quantity or the 5 milliliter quantity, it is 6 of those capsules.
So
Or gel caps.
the teaspoon quantity is
6.
more it's concentrated more. Is that
Well,
correct?
it's a larger amount. Well, they're the equivalent amount. So 6 of those gel caps is the same as
Teaspoon.
a 5 millimeter or 1
Ah.
teaspoon serving.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What
Good to know.
What I started playing with this morning and yesterday was I cook my food, right? Whatever food I'm going to eat, and then I let it cool down so I can eat. Then I pour this in it. You see, my body loves this with food. And
Yeah.
so I pour
Yeah.
this in the food, mix it up, and then my body just loves it. If I take the capsule alone, doesn't so likely love it. But if I pour it in the food and mix it up, oh my God, it just digests beautifully. And I've been playing with that for 2 days. I've been using the capsules, but like an idiot, I stopped them for a week because I was all dizzy and couldn't figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
And so,
Well,
and then I'm reading about C60, how good it is for you. So I immediately started to pack up again. But yeah, this goes great with food. It actually brings the flavor out. A little bit of oil, it brings the flavor out.
Yep.
It is a high quality extra virgin olive oil. So it will leave a peppery flavor at the back of your throat. By the way, I've been kind of angling for a shot. I'm going to stop
okay, good.
waiting.
I want to see you do this.
All right. So that's 5 mils in a little medicine cup. And
Okay.
you just drink it.
That is so much easier to take it that way than it is the caps,
Yeah.
I think.
And
It's me
again,
personally.
it leaves a little peppery flavor, right? I don't know if you've been to an Italian restaurant where they'll take
Yep.
a plate and put olive oil and
Yep.
then they'll crack pepper on it. And
Right.
what they're trying to do is make that olive oil taste more expensive
Yes.
because it does leave a peppery flavor
That's
at the back
true.
of your throat. And
Yeah.
so, we get this super small percentage, like 1% of customers are like, hey, it's burning my throat. Is it rancid? We're like, no, that's a sign of a high quality extra virgin olive oil. Please enjoy it or take the capsules. And by the way, I really enjoy the flavor. I could take a sip of anything, water or whatever, and the flavor would go away. I don't like to do that. I like to enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah. You get used to it. I mean, where you just enjoy it and wait for it. It's coming. Yeah.
Wait for it.
So the benefit of the capsules is for people that don't like the taste of oil or
Yes.
people that travel because they will take
That's true.
Oh,
they'll take a 4-ounce bottle out of your carry-on, but they won't take the capsules.
That's true.
So capsules are great in your
Yep.
briefcase, in your glove
Yep.
box, just so you always have them. If you get tired halfway through the
Yep.
day, you pop a
That's a good
couple
point.
and you feel great. I personally, different than Chris, don't recommend it at night or late in the day because it gives you so much energy
Oh,
that
too much.
for me, it keeps me up. But Chris can do a
Yeah.
cup of coffee and a shot of Evo. The only time I would do Evo at night is the rare time when I drink heavily, and very rare.
And
But
she doesn't drink heavily. Like heavily is like
It's one
two,
drink.
maybe three.
two is heavy for me. But people that are cocktailed out of their brains, I just say, take a shot of this, and I get a call the next day. How did you know? And I'm like, well, our company makes it. They're like, I feel really good. How did that happen? And I said, you took C60 Evo. So it is what we consider a hangover assist. It's mainly though for energy, vitality, mental focus. And when Chris was talking about the mitochondria in every cell, we have to get clear that the brain has so much more mitochondria, 2 million, compared to the rest of the body, 500 to 5,000 mitochondria per cell, other than blood has none. So the brain is going to get affected the most. When you put this in your system, it goes everywhere. And it does, Chris does explain periodically that it crosses the blood-brain barrier, we think, because, oh my gosh, people get their memory back.
Yes, it has.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was the next question. How does it work on getting your memory back? Because we don't worry about the big C, that's cured, but the memory is a big thing as people get older.
Yeah, it is. And just to the point that Patty was making, there's 2 million mitochondria, the energy sources in every brain and neuron cell. And if you're reducing the negative impact of stress mitochondria, if you're allowing it to
Right.
function at its optimal best, right? That's all we're doing is supporting the body's ability to do its job. Then you should see head to toe testimonials. As an example, we're about to start a migraine study. So this is a clinical trial. These are not cheap. This is a
Ooh,
clinical trial on migraines. I wish I could tell you I was really smart and that when I realized my migraines were gone, and I realized this back in 2018, that I started the trial right away. I wish I could tell
okay.
you I was really smart when my wife's migraines went from 9 plus, really at 13 per month, down to 1 or 2 per month or even every other month, that I was smart enough to start a migraine trial. I have more. I wish when Patty's mother's helper reported that her migraines were gone, I could tell you that I was smart enough to start this study. Finally, this smacked me in the face like 2 weeks ago, a really powerful testimonial where this lady was sharing that their life was ruled by her husband's migraines, right? They are so
Yes.
debilitating. You're like, is today a good
Yes.
day or is it a bad day? And that testimonial just pushed me over the edge. So we're in the process of starting a migraine study. I tell that because we can't make claims about migraines yet. I tell you that so you understand why we're driving this migraine study. And if you're seeing that type of thing, like this is all interrelated, right? Migraines, your brain kind of shuts down in
Yes.
extreme cases, right? You need to be in a dark room. You can't have any sound.
Yes.
Like your day is ruined. And for extended periods, that's why we're doing a migraine study.
Oh, my daughter's getting them horribly. She just started developing them, and all they want to do is give her all these drugs. And it's just, I mean, it's debilitating. It's hard to
Natural.
work. I
Get
mean,
her on the olive oil, a teaspoon or a tablespoon in the morning, and I bet you she
okay.
will see amazing results. I'm proud to say my mother is 96 years old. Her skin looks like mine, and she does the skin formula every day. And when she runs low, believe me, I hear about it. And she also does the olive oil every day because it works. Now, my mom's 96. All of her friends are bailing left and right around her, this, that, stroke, heart attack,
Yes.
migraine.
Yeah,
Yes.
that happens. Everybody starts dying.
Not my mom. She's like
No.
on fire. I can't believe it. I mentioned something. We went out to visit her a couple weeks ago with my kids and grandkids, and I said something. I quizzed her. I was like, "Do you remember when I was 10? Did I really get chicken pox?" She goes, "Oh yeah, you and your sister. We had to close all the curtains." And she went on and on.
She
I was,
remembered it all.
yeah, and I'm old now, so I was thinking,
I'm
60
impressed.
years ago. Right. Well, she has a memory like a steel trap, even though she says, no, I don't. It's like mind-boggling. But her helper, who's there 5, 6 days a week, thank God, so I don't have to live there. Um, and she's wonderful, but she lived with migraines for a very long time. She's in her 50s. She got a shot every 3 months because it was so bad, very
Oh my God.
debilitating, many days a week. And I she was helping my mom take the Evo every day, and she's seeing my mom like outsmart all of her friends for the last few years. And so I said, "Have you ever tried it?" She said, "Well, no, you send it for your mom." And I said, "Please take a spoonful. I'll send an extra bottle." So within a
Right.
week, I sent her a bottle. She calls me and she says, I can't believe it. I haven't had one headache. And she
Oh
was
my
getting
gosh.
shots. It was so bad. And
Oh my
it's
gosh.
been, I don't know, 6 or 8 months. She still hasn't had one headache. And so she's so grateful to me, and I'm so grateful to her. And then there's my mom's 17-year-old Shih Tzu. I don't know how it even moves, barely does, but it's alive. My kids have cats that are 18 and 20, and they're all on this pet formula. So it's like it works for people, it works for pets. Yeah, the pet formula is the strong olive oil. For cats, we put in a little salmon essence, and for the dogs, we
Oh.
put in bacon, and they love it. But
Does it, wait a minute, does
Oh.
it taste good?
well, a lot of
They
men
love it.
want the
Yeah.
bacon one. Yeah, the pets love it.
Well, I have a motto, everything's better with bacon on it.
Yeah, it is.
We'll
It
send you an
does.
I did
extra one
cooking.
so you can try the bacon and give us feedback.
Oh,
I gotta try to make
it's everything. It's just funny.
I think I was put on this earth to experience everything, falling off roofs, bouncing, breaking toes, losing toes, breaking arms, breaking legs, getting every disease in the world. I think I was put on this world to experience everything.
Well, you
Well,
forgot the spaceship piece, which, probably increased the testing your body to the max
Yeah.
situation.
Well, I watched the sci-fi show and they described it, so I looked it up in Wikipedia, and there it was. How to time travel. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. This sci-fi show's talking about it. Here it is in the scientific journals, and here it is in Wikipedia. Oh my God. So I
I think
reported on it.
we really need to have our sources evolve so that everything is telling the truth like we are. It'll be a really
Yes.
great world when we
Wouldn't that
get
be
there.
something?
But I think we're moving in that direction. And I think that having a C60 Evo brain is the sweetest way to get there because I don't hardly ever get mad. And the world out there has so many reasons. But I'm one of the only people in the state of Colorado that's going, yay, defund us because we have no more chemtrails this week.
Well,
My
Yay!
I
God,
mean,
I'm like, defund us. And so I'm watching these stupid posts on local social media. They're taking down our DEI thing and they're taking down our climate change things. And I'm going,
yeah,
boo-hoo.
yeah, yeah. It's exactly. I can't tell a difference in the government being shut down. It's a relief.
You're not spraying. That's my nose cleared
No,
up.
yeah.
I don't cough as much.
There's no negativity going on.
No, it's really, really nice. And I hope that we can fire them all really soon, that they
Yeah,
serve the
And
people. But
and
in,
off the record,
and
tens of thousands of these little companies that have been sucking off the government
yeah.
money, like
Well,
Uncle Mary's child care, and they have two people in it getting several $1 million a year. They all are defunded, and they're going away, and they're closing up. Hundreds of thousands of these little companies that hire two people, they get millions of dollars for two kids, and they're all closing. I'm
yeah.
like,
yeah,
yeah, we see them all over town. They have these big, huge offices.
yeah.
They're
Bye
very
bye.
expensive, and they got one kid in it or two kids, and I'm sorry, we don't have any more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Oh
weird
well.
time right now where we have to really keep our grace. But I think that,
Yes.
needless to say, with everything coming out, I've known for 20 years everything's coming to the surface to be
Yes.
exposed and healed.
Right.
Yes.
I didn't
I
think it
agree.
would be this painful, but what we're learning now about these terrorists and Antifa that are putting dollars on the heads of people that are really doing good for America. We're in a really bizarre situation, and for the people that are still going to go and hold their little protest signs on Saturday and yell, "I want migrants in my house," let's just give them
Yeah.
10 each. I think we should just give them 10 each and say,
Yes. With no extra money.
feed
Yeah,
them.
you feed him, you clothe him, you house him. I think I like that idea.
It's an
But-
interesting time.
Yes.
Well-
Yes. Well, we've kicked the can down the road for so many years. It's bound to be painful. I mean, it just is.
So we are
So-
in a time now where we've got to get our brains back to center.
Yes.
In my
Perfect.
opinion, I feel like I'm the luckiest girl in the world because I get to share this with
Yes.
my friends and family and you guys. And I don't know anybody that tries it and that doesn't call me the next few days and say, "What the heck is in this?" I have a
Yeah.
friend who takes the capsules and she called me the first day and she goes, "What is this, crack? I just cleaned my garage left to right, top to bottom. I haven't done that in 10 years." And I was like, "Wow, that's great. You're welcome." And she calls
Oh,
me
there's,
later and she
yeah.
goes, "What's in these capsules? I just cleaned my closet. Like I'm going nuts cleaning." And I said, "You're welcome."
Well, there's a reason that you guys are doing this at this time in our history. I
Mhm.
think there's synergy there. And so you're meant to help when it's needed.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. And what an important time to have clear
Yes.
brain.
Yes.
I think it really helps to delete the brain fog,
Yeah.
all of the clearing. Chris calls it all these wonderful big scientific names. I call it simply detox. I think it detoxes the whole system. And when I met Chris, I had just been gifted uranium poisoning in my garage by an idiot, and I got really sick. I lost 25
Oh,
pounds. I was starting to faint. I was starting to go. And luckily, I moved out of the house and got on this Evo and I started pounding it, and it brought me back very quickly.
oh,
But
good.
detox was intense. And when I look at what you've been through and what I've been through as honest whistleblowers, we're still here. And
Yep.
every time I talk to anybody on the phone, I'm like, "You're still here. We win." Because
That's right.
it really is a challenge to get through this world with grace. And I appreciate your show. I think that it's really good that you have this audience that listens to you and you just help them grow their thinking as we get through this eye of the needle. Because boy, I think the
I
books and
agree.
documentaries that are going to be written about this chapter that we just lived through, like
Yep.
the shots and the Rachel Levine and the Sam Britton stealing luggage at the airport. Remember that?
Oh, yes. Oh, I remember that. Oh,
And then the Christmas party of decorations of the clowns that were Satan. I mean,
oh, yeah.
yikes.
It
Yikes.
goes on and on.
It's going to be real fun to look back and go, "Wow, how did you do it?" And all I'm going to say is, "Well, I had a big bottle." That's it.
I bought
I
two.
don't know about anybody else, but
Well, I think that's our next purchase, Jane, is the big
Oh,
one.
yeah, we're going to get a couple because I got to send one to Christy.
Well, you could send a small one for real cheap, and that'll last her a while.
Well,
Will she
let
use
I
me
it?
did.
tell you about the discounts because that's really important.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's
Let's
really
go into
important.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, because, for your audience, we want everybody to be able to try it. And initially, a lot of commenters don't even listen to the show to realize the benefits. And when you take it for 2 days, you're just like, "I can't believe this was only 70, 80, $100 for a little bottle. It'll last me a month." Whereas my $500 worth of supplements, I don't feel a darn thing. Or all these
Yeah.
different remedies, I don't feel a darn thing. A little bottle of this, oh my gosh, this I feel. So
Yeah.
it's a brilliant move. And when people sign up for a monthly subscription, they're going to save 20% off every order. And
Wow.
if you don't love it, call us, write us, and we don't even ask questions. But more than half of our sales every day, every week are resubscribes because once people get on it, they don't quit. And you save 20%, but also the link below the show, which should be C60EVO evolution.com
Right. Okay.
/ William Mount, should get you another 10% off at checkout.
Whoa.
There's a link on his page. And we also have wonderful gift items where we put things together to help you shop easier, like the starter set. We recommend the inside and out, which is the facial serum, really
Yes.
fabulous. Yep. And the edible oil. And when you do these two at the same time, or, daily, you're going to see a real difference in your skin. And I rode a Harley 50,000 miles. I had like rough skin when I met Chris. And it's so softened up that it finally looks as good as my mom at 96. I mean, her skin is like baby butt soft. It's just beautiful. And nobody believes it. They're like, "Sally, are you getting facials? Are you doing Botox?" She's like, "No, I just use Patty's product." And A lot of my old family members in Denver, like, yeah, Patty's pills, that's what they called
These pills.
Patty's pills. It's like, no, it's C60 Evo capsules. But thank you. So, when I love helping people that are hurting, and it's really hard when you hurt and you've tried everything and nothing works. And then all of a sudden something like this comes along and it's the easiest thing. Spoon, pour, mouth.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
I've learned I like to pour it on bread.
Yes.
Whatever.
My body
Whatever.
likes a little bit on bread.
What works?
I like it in my morning coffee. The MCT coconut oil to die for in your morning coffee. It's half as
Oh,
strong as the olive. So I do twice as much. And
oh,
it is so good. So this
oh,
is half as strong. And while I'm mixing this in my coffee, if I know I've got a big day, I'll do a shot of the strong stuff, the organic extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. And Chris was mentioning that it's not just organic olive oil that we sell. It actually comes from the same farm across the world so that we know what it's made of. It's organic. It's from Tunisia, right, Chris?
Yep, that's right.
Tunisia. And we know that every now and then we'll get a complaint of somebody that says, I tried C60 and I didn't feel anything. It's like, did you try C60 Evo? Well, no. It's like, okay, well, you're talking about rags to riches. There's a difference
okay.
between industrial grade C60 and the ESS 60 from us. So you want to be very mindful that when you're shopping, you want to find the ESS 60 from C60 Evo for the top quality that you can find anywhere in the world. We also have the avocado oil, which is super delicious on avocado toast, on a salad. But then you got to lick your plate clean, because you don't want to leave any on the plate.
No.
So again, this spoon, pour it. It's so nutty, delicious.
Now, does that taste like avocado?
It does. It's kind of a nutty flavor. It's really good.
Ooh.
So has that got the same strength as the olive oil?
It's almost as strong. This is 0.8,
Okay.
6, and 0.35 milligrams per milliliters. So
Okay.
this is half as strong, but these
Okay.
two are both up there together. The reason
Okay.
we always recommend the olive oil is the most famous test on carbon-60 fullerenes was the 2012 Parisbakti study, BAATI, if anybody wants to look it up. It was the study,
BATT.
BAATI, 2012 Parisbakti study on toxicity. And they actually used the products from our lab, which is really important.
Wow.
We are very proud to say we delivered the product where the rats lived 90% longer, but also they died without any tumors for the first time in lab rat test history. That
Wow.
means a lot to me.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I've read lots of rat studies where a lot of them just drop dead from tumors.
Well, this has been a very impressive study, and they used
Yes.
our product. And pretty much
Lots of good information.
all the
Very
peer-reviewed
much
studies
appreciated.
have been products from our lab. So we encourage people, don't be confused by spamming whatever other industrial grade. You want only the good stuff, and it has been
Yes.
proven to be safe for people and pets when you give them C60 Evo. Additionally, once I got the guys at the lab to quit being such men, and I said, you got to do a facial serum, they're like, oh, come on. And now they all look at Chris's skin. He's 92. Look at him. He looks fabulous.
Who's 92? Oh,
I'm
that's cute.
56.
You look so young.
He is mid 50s and he's got gorgeous skin.
Oh,
And it just
really? I
looks
wouldn't have
better.
thought that.
Well, usually during the shows, he's modeling the creams. And they did kind of fight me with this one. But when they realized the results and the testimonials and their wives, Chris calls me a year later. He goes, oh, me and the guys just invented another serum, which now he is showing you. He's going to take his glasses off and you're going to see baby face. But our 2-part facial serum has peptides. So this is
Oh,
Oh,
peptide product, and it's got the oil, which is similar to our 1-part facial serum, and you do them together in the palm of your hand. You are freshly activating each time you put it on. And the reason we chose to do that is so we didn't have to use chemicals and emulsifiers. Now look at his skin.
oh, yes.
He's got really good skin. And
So,
the guys all take our products at the lab. Yeah.
so was that for guys and gals? The two part?
Everything, yeah, nothing we do is for one or the other.
Yeah.
Everybody, for some reason, I'm amazed at how many men love our facial serum. And I didn't realize men use facial serum because they have skin too. And they
Really?
And I
can't
just
their look
just to share, I just put it every place that tends to show aging. Like that's where I put it.
on your hands, I
So
saw.
how
Neck,
much do you put
back of
on?
hands.
How much do you put in your hand?
I put 2 squirts of the UTH 29 lotion, and that stands for Youth 29, kind of cool. And then 2 drops per squirt, so that's 4 drops, and then I activate it right in my hand.
Okay.
2 and 4. 2 squirts, 4 drops.
4 drops.
Okay, 2 squirts, 4 drops. Got it. We're going to order that.
Yes.
Okay.
And once the guys realize, okay, the facial serums are a total hit, I got lip balms also.
I
So,
love the lip balm. You
isn't
sent
it
me a
great?
lip balm. Love, love, love
Can't
it.
get it out of her hand.
Yeah, he
Can't even use
he
it.
hasn't seen it. No.
Oh, I saw it, but I can't use it.
There he goes.
I can't use the face cream. I can't even get in there to use it. Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It's
you're going to
great.
have to share. Now, did you guys really score and did you also get the body cream?
Yes, I love that's in my area too.
Well, you're going to have
Full
to
body.
share. You're going to have
I
to
know.
share because,
I will.
we didn't even know he had a wife.
Okay.
We sent it for him so he could brag on the shows. But if you are so soft that he can't keep his hands off you, that works for me.
That's
We have
funny.
another influencer, Next News Network, and he said the smell of the facial serum, he says, I just want to eat it. But instead,
Yeah.
put it on my wife and I chase her around. He said, I can't get enough. I mean, it's really fun, the response that we're getting. But again, we don't take things lightly. When we invented or designed the formula for our skin cream, the first formula came back, and my partner Robert, Chris's other partner, said, "Oh my God, it smells like flooring cleaner stuff." And I was like, "No way." Ooh, and oh God, I hate it because we are a real lab. We honor the science of everything. So we go 4 months. We go full 4 months to test our products before they go out on the market. And the smell was not great. So here it was November, and they said, "Are you really going to give up 4 months and skip Christmas sales?" And I went,
No, we're not
"Yep."
going to skip Christmas.
No, I did. I skipped
Oh,
Christmas.
you did?
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, because we waited to get the right scent. And now
Yeah,
when you open the lid, it's like, oh,
it
yeah.
is. It's wonderful.
Yeah, everybody says I want to take a bath in your body cream. This is called E60 Evo Rich Body Cream with Tangerine. And the reason we chose the tangerine and citrus scent is because it makes people happy.
Yes.
You smell it, you put it on, it makes people happy. The face serum has rosemary oil.
Mary, which is, I love it.
Aromatherapy is another part of our
Yes.
senses because we
Yes.
smell. And the smell takes our thoughts into places where if it stunk, you wouldn't feel good going to sleep or waking
That's
up with it. But this is, oh, wow. So all of our
it.
products have a wonderful scent. And like the lip balm, that
Oh,
mint,
yeah.
you can taste it, you can smell it,
Yep.
and it lasts for a long time. So yay us.
Yeah. Yay, you guys.
I feel very excited because everything we
Yeah.
come up with works. And we have a lab that's been at it for 34 years with great integrity, selling to research institutions around the world. And as long as I keep Chris soft and handsome and happy and moist and smooth for his wife, he'll come back every day and make some more products for us. So they run a great lab down there in Houston, Texas. And the only other choice I think today for C60 is China. So we know,
Really?
yeah, yeah, we're the only ones in America making this product. At
Okay.
the level, especially, we're the only ones in the world making the good stuff, which is the ESS 60.
Now, can you order this from Europe?
They can order from anywhere. We
In the
sold
world,
to
and they'll send out.
Malaysia, Hong Kong. Yeah, we sell
Okay.
everywhere. We actually got an order from the Isle of Gurney. I was like, what? And
Where
it
is that?
off the coast of England.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Guernsey
Guernsey.
cows.
Guernsey.
Isle of Guernsey.
Yeah, I was like, come on, is that real? So because we do shows with so many different influencers, you guys have an audience that's vast, and then another person will have their audience that goes somewhere else.
Right.
Right.
Sell a lot to Australia and Canada. Um,
Wow.
oh gosh, yeah, a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But the other countries kind of sprinkle in. It's always exciting because I never miss any receipts. I check. I always want to know where they ordered from, and we love the audience. The people are. We're all getting better. We're becoming better versions of ourselves now that we can see history changing for the better. And
Yeah.
I haven't let go of my faith. I've been really
No,
optimistic. And now
Well,
that
you know,
chemtrails, I'm like, yeah.
I know it.
people are tired of being sick. They go to the doctor and they get all these pills. And every time I go to the doctor once every 3 months, they say, well, you got to take this and you got to take this and you got to take this. And then I want you to take this. So 3 days before I go to the doctor, I take some. They test my blood. Oh, you got that in your body? Then I put the back on the shelf. And they get
Bill.
paid Medicare. So, yeah, and it's only one drug. It's a lisinopril, and I'm supposed to take it, and I don't take it. And then 3 days before I go to the doctor, I take a bunch. But they just go nuts if you don't take their drugs. And if you're on something that's not their drugs, they go nuts. Well, you're 70 years old, and you got to be taking this, and you got to be taking that. Pretty soon, you got 12 or 15 pills. You don't know whether to take it before noon, afternoon, before. Oh my God, just take the C60.
Take C60
Take all those
before
pills.
noon and you'd be cooking all day long. I had
Just
both hips replaced last year. That's the
Oh,
only time
ouch.
I've been to a doctor in 5 years. And my recovery was remarkable. My pre-surgery was remarkable because I look at this as preventative care, not just energy every day, but when I
Yes.
have to deal with anything medical, which hopefully won't ever happen again, I feel like I've done a lot of preventative, like when you know you're going to go out drinking heavily, take some Evo before you go, and you'll probably feel a lot better in the morning. When you're going to run a race, when you're going to do a monstrous hike with friends, when you want to keep up with your kids at the park, it's the easiest cheat note. Just take a few caps or take a little bit on a spoon of any of the flavors. But the strong one is always going to be the olive oil. So if you want a good boost, hit it in the morning and you will have benefits that you'll notice.
Great.
The other thing is that if people buy a case, it's 25% off, which is our biggest discount. And we sell a lot of cases. So a case of 12 bottles is 25% off. Any gift sets like the dog lover set, which is a bottle for you, bottle for your dog, or the cat lover set, 15% off because it's a 2 or more item. The inside and out set, the facial serum with the edible oil, sampler set, all 3 bottles of oil. So you'll have fun in the store, which is c60evo.com/William Mount. And you'll see all of our products, a lot of testimonials. And when you get your products, you're going to be delighted because it shows up kind of like Christmas. Everything's in a pretty colored
I
tissue
know.
paper.
You
Wasn't it
did.
fun?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
the explanation of, how to use it, how many
Yep.
spoonfuls to take. And
That's what I didn't get.
Yep.
you didn't get the fold out?
It's right there.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. Is that
No.
it right there?
Oh my God, I never looked at it. I just started using the Evo. Yeah, I got it. I just started using the Evo. I got it. I said I got to try it. So, I guess I just try things.
Yeah. Anyway,
Typical guy. Hey, look at this.
What is this?
yeah, I know. That's
Tastes
him.
good. I do. Put it on bread. My body loves it.
Well, I think you put it on anything, your body loves it.
That's true.
This is the best remedy I've ever found, and they've tried to take me out a few times too. And here I am, and I feel stronger than ever, but I'm also extremely proud because I'm partners with the only great lab making this product on earth, and I trust them. And our customer service are the nicest people you'll ever meet. So if you have questions or if you have issues ordering, just give us a call and they will be on it.
Perfect.
So thank
So
you.
that is wonderful. Wonderful information.
We're going to order some of that. We
Yeah.
might even order a case because it has come to the point where I use it every day. And so I can't believe the literature on how stupid I was not to take it when I got a dizzy spell. I mean, the literature says if you get dizzy spells, take Evo 60. That's what the NIH says, National Institutes of Health. I'm like, how stupid. And I can tell the truth because the money goes into a nonprofit. I don't see a dime of it. So you can say whatever you want on the show. So, because I don't see a dime of it. So, yeah, it took a long time to set that up. But anyway, I want to thank you for your time.
Well, you've
I
got the
want to thank
goods
you for,
now.
huh?
You've got the goods now, but you're going to have to get your
You
wife to
do.
share with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
I might just buy some more.
Reluctantly.
I think I'm going to buy the case, and then I think because then well, how long does it last?
Is there a
Well,
shelf life?
it
Yeah,
depends if you-
as we bottle it, we give it an 18-month shelf life. That's
Okay.
very conservative.
Okay.
Typically, olive oils and the oils we use will last for 3 years.
Yes.
We just like to be conservative.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
Well, the reason I ask, not that the expiration date means anything, you have to pay for that. Um, but I'm just curious if the C60 broke down.
Oh no, it was
It's
C60's rock
stable.
solid.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Thank you for that.
The only way it's going to break down is the oil will break down if you leave it in a window where it gets a lot of sun or next
Ah,
to the oven where it gets a lot of heat.
heat.
So you want to keep it on a kitchen counter out of the sun or in a cabinet, but you don't want to forget to take it every day. So,
Right.
yeah. And a lot of people that take it every day, they say, oh God, I forgot yesterday. And by 2 o'clock, I was falling asleep. Remind yourself when you forget once you get on it, because you just feel better.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
really, it's
Yeah.
a small investment for the benefit that people will receive. And when you get a 4 ounce bottle, that's a teaspoon a day for 26 days, which is most people's month. They'll forget a few days. Or an 8 ounce bottle is a tablespoon. So you want to go teaspoon, tablespoon, the size of your body, the amount of the detox you need to do, but you can always start with the 4 ounce and then up it. But start with a monthly subscription to save 20%. And if you wanted to buy a case, you'll save 25%, plus use your own code and get another 10% off at checkout.
Wow. Cool. Well, we want to thank you guys so much. Tons of information, good information. And yeah, hopefully we can do this again because we always have questions.
Well, good.
Well,
Chris
and I have,
always has answers, and I always have
Yes.
perceptions.
by the way, I only took my Harley 10,000 miles.
You took your Harley 10,000 miles?
Yeah, not 50,000.
Oh, I was going to say,
Well,
That's
it
kind of
went,
that's kind of like small bottle, big bottle.
it was, I wanted to get to school and it was my transportation for 3 years. And then I discovered windshields and I bought a bug. 'Cause it rained a lot. And when you have a windshield, you don't get wet.
I never had a windshield. And yeah, well, you wanted to go to school. I wanted to go to Sturgis. I was stupid.
Oh, I want to go upstairs.
I mean, I got
Oh.
divorced. My first boyfriend had a motorcycle. I got on the back. He took me in the
That was
mountains.
it.
I was like, what? I had no idea it was this fun. And then I
Uh-huh.
took the writer's training course and got serious. But I rode for 10 years until both shoulders gave me the bird.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that happens.
Yeah. You get those bumps.
Well, I rode for 5 years and I was a wimp because all I did, it was a 125 and all I did was dirt ride and go. I mean, I went to San Francisco several times, but
Good
I
on
rode
you.
everywhere.
Well,
Well,
mine was a low rider 1340 cc. I don't know what got into me. My
I wanted to
Vans.
have some fun.
Lowrider.
Oh no, I didn't have gorilla bars. No, I didn't do.
Oh,
But
you didn't
I
do
had a big
Honda.
bike. I had a big bike with all the studs and the saddlebags
Oh,
and
geez.
my sleeping
Did
bag
you have
on the back.
fringes?
Oh yeah, my fringe
Oh,
cap.
God. You got to have a fringe.
One year I got to Sturgis and I pulled a porcupine quill out of my chaps and I went, ooh, that could have been my leg.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how did you scare a porcupine?
I didn't scare it. I think somebody left it on the road one day and it flicked at
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
point is we want to have fun. We don't want to get old.
Yeah.
We want to
No.
we want to be
No.
happy every day, no matter what's going on in the world. We got to be happy every day. So my motto is clear your brain. Every
Yeah,
day I wake up and I go, clear your brain. Because I'm
absolutely
autopilot in here. You know, it's like, okay, time for some Evo and coffee.
right.
Well, I started doing it on bread and I just love it. My body loves it.
Well, that's your thing. That's good.
Yay.
I know.
Okay, well, wife, you got to share. You can't
I
be
know
fighting
I'm
the
gonna do
goods.
it. You guilted me into it.
And we're gonna go there and we're gonna buy the bigger bottles. So because I think that big bottle is the key. And then we're probably gonna send our daughter a couple of little bottles to see if she's gonna use it. Because people are fickle. You send them something, sometimes they don't use it. And I gotta sit up, Jenny.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we'll probably send her a little bottle and see what she does with it. Because she's getting horrible migraines. I know this is off the air, but she's getting horrible migraines. And
Well,
so
we're
we
still
got to
on
do
the
something.
air. No, we're
You're
still
still
on
on
the
the
air.
air, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sorry she does, but I will tell you, I can't wait to hear next month if you
Yeah.
say she doesn't have them anymore. So
Oh,
yeah,
that
get
would
her a
be,
bottle
yeah.
soon. It really does make a
Yeah,
difference.
I will do that.
Yeah, we'll send her one of the three you gave us.
Good.
Well,
All
and then
right,
I'll
well,
replace that, so that way I'll
No,
get
we're
it to
buying
her
the big
faster.
olive oil because the big olive oil has all the juice in it.
Yeah.
this is the 32-ounce bottle. And this is as big as we go, which is a lot of ESS 60. And I love having it around because every time
Yeah.
I come over, I'm like, here, try this.
Yeah. Well,
The
yeah.
guy that delivers my water, the guy that does repairs, I'm like, here, try this. And if I really like them, I'll give them a small sample bottle. And a few days
Yeah.
later, I'm like, look at that. He ordered. No surprise.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Well, we'll let you go. So,
Thank you again.
Thank
Yeah, thank
you.
you. Thank you,
and
Jane.
you'll
Thank
send
you,
us
William.
your recording of the video.
Yes, absolutely. And we wish you well. We wish everybody radiant health. And
Thank you.
the easiest way to do it, spoonful in the morning, go all day long, sleep
I'll
better at
tell
night.
you what, you have exceeded everything, and this just blows my mind.
Mhm.
Yay. Thank you. We
That's
love
true.
hearing that.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Stay
Bye bye.
well.